We overall played very well. I was happy with a lot of the performances, but in the end, it's how well we do with winning the conference, getting into the NCAA tournament. And of course, we came up short with that great win over Drexel in the CAA tournament, but we wanted more than that. And although I'm pleased with the continuing the record, we always set our sights a little higher, and just came up a bit short this past season. I met with the players during the spring, and everyone is very, very determined to give their best effort to put us back where we think we belong. So yeah, they share my passion at the moment. It started quite well. We played up at Virginia, and obviously the beaten national finalists, they're very good. We lost 3-0 with a couple of goals coming late in the game, and overall I thought we played very well. So overall I like what I saw from the players. The main thing about the spring is to see which of those players are going to be able to step in and replace Emery Camper and Emily Fredrickson, Ali Shaughnessy, Christina Pops, Anna Madden, those players. So I got a good idea from the spring as to which players are going to be able to step up. We emphasised the build-up to coming back in good shape. So they have their workout package from Brad Brookhart. I also like them to be involved and playing, and of course that is a double-edged sword because we've lost one player now through injury in Corinne Giroux, who would have been a starter for us in the fall, and that's really unfortunate for us and for Corinne. We've got one of the best goalkeepers we've ever had, and one of the best goalkeepers in the conference, in the region and in the country, in Caroline. I think Caroline would accept she didn't have her greatest year last year as a junior, but she's fully committed to coming back in shape in the fall, and I really believe that she has the ability to make the difference. People often think it's the goal scorer, and of course it is, who wins games, but goalkeepers can win games as well, and I feel that in her 3 years Caroline has won quite a few games for us, and I believe she will do so this coming fall. She's going to be challenged by Grace Smith, who's hopefully going to be clear from injury, Sarah Vigan and Sam Johnson. Devon Peck has had a setback with injuries again, but hopefully Caroline will know that she's got 3 goalkeepers behind her, all anxious to push her. I expect a great season from her. So that's going to be a challenge right now. Without Corinne and losing Emily Fredrickson, we have Clara Logston, Megan Musgrove, both very experienced. Lisi can play at the back. Devon Burke will be challenging Hayley Kent, Elise Branton. So the challenge is really going to be the integrating those players together without Corinne being there. A couple of freshmen coming in have a chance to get in there. Arundel Migueles and Mackenzie Kober can both play at the back, although I see Mackenzie more as a midfield player, but Arundel could possibly fill in at centre back as well. Nicole is really going to be the fulcrum there. Rachel Moore is getting better and better by the day, and she's a tremendous player. She's going to be another key player. I think Mackenzie coming into midfield could also help us out there. Barbara Plattenberg can play as a withdrawn forward attacking midfield player. Katie Kreiner. Katie Johnston will be a senior. Katie's a great physical presence, very good in the air, great size, dangerous at set plays, and also very helpful defending set plays just because of her ability to win balls in the air. There are a few players who are going to be really competing for those midfield spots, so I think we're going to be pretty strong in midfield. That's the big question. Sam's coming back from a ACL reconstruction. She was on fire last season, was playing incredibly and was terrorizing defenders. So I'm hoping that she's going to come back in full form. I think she will. She's that kind of character. Players coming in, Sarah Segan is a very, very good player who's similar to Sam. Very physical, good speed, good athleticism. It'll be interesting to see if the two of them can gel with each other or whether one spells the other one. Again, Barbara can get forward and can cause problems. Sammy Grasso is another player who I think could be very dangerous. She had some injury issues during the last fall, and I know she's got the kind of quickness, the nose for goal that can be a big difference in games. Hayley Kavanagh. Hayley's another one who can play some up front. She can also play in midfield. Also in midfield, Adrian Madej had a very good spring, scored an exceptional goal down at Old Dominion, and she's another one who's just getting better and better. It's a good class. I think we have key players. Claire Robbins is a player who's very underrated. I think that she's going to be a surprise for a lot of people. I really like Sarah Segan and Arundel and also Mackenzie Kober. Those players. Then we have a transfer from Loyola and Jessica Van Dyke. And we add to it, of course, a player who came in the spring, in Moira Shine. And Moira had a very good spring, is a really passionate player, and I think she's going to help us as well. We have a strong schedule out of conference, and we'll know pretty early on how we're going to be doing. We play Seton Hall and Georgetown very early, then we play Wake Forest, Duke and NC State. All good teams. East Carolina is another difficult team. So I think going into the two Ivy games, we play Harvard and Princeton, both of whom are always challenging in the Ivy League. It's a good schedule, and it will tell us early on how well we're going to do. Once again, I believe Northeastern will be very good. James Madison, Hofstra, UNC Wilmington are always they're always tough to play, whether it's at home or away. I think Northeastern probably the main threat, Hofstra and James Madison in that order. It's a mix of nervousness and excitement as the season draws close. I think we've got a good blend. I like the fact that we have experience on the field. Caroline and Nicole in particular, the two captains, KJ, Sam Cordham, and then coming down to the junior, sophomore, freshman class. In each class there are 2 or 3 players who are really key for us, and I think we're going to be deep, which always helps. So my nervousness will give way to excitement as we get closer